Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics, and brought to you by Coca-Cola. When you're stocking up for game day, be sure to grab a Coke with a friend. Together, tastes better. Carolina Ford. Ford, built for victory. Built for the Carolinas. Contact your Carolina Ford dealer today. And by Hardison and Cochran, attorneys at law, 919 all fours.
Hello again and welcome to the Carolina Insider. My name is Jones Angel. Excited to be with you for the next 30 minutes talking Tar Heels. And of course, what's the number one story for the Heels this week? Big win over in Cameron Indoor against Duke. 91-87 the final score. The Tar Heels coming off a very disappointing and frustrating performance on Tuesday against Clemson. Bounced back. Gosh, they scored 50 points against Clemson. Carolina scored 50 points in the second half against Duke to win it 91-87. So we're going to go through highlights and post-game reaction from that. Also, you're going to see an interview, an all-time Tar Heel favorite, certainly of the Roy Williams era. That's Marcus Paige. Adam Lucas and I had a chance to talk to Marcus. You'll see some of that interview. Speaking of Adam, he's going to join me. We're going to discuss a bunch of Tar Heel topics. There's just so much going on around Carolina athletics right now. Adam will join me for that as well. But first, where else would we start? Durham, Carolina, Duke, 254th meeting, and this one goes to the Tar Heels, 91-87. Let's see the highlights.
Goldwire will bring it front side for the Blue Devils, and Carolina doubles him up, knocks the ball free. Love will get a run out, dunk, and the foul. Took it down on top of Jamin Brakefield. Had the ball ripped away, he's able to recover. Sends it out to Davis. Extra pass, Walton, three, good! They ramp up the canned music here in Cameron. Love, tough, step back, got it! Long two, elbow sends it out to Baycott outside the arc. To Love, pulls up for the long two. Good, but sharp, gracious with two hands, hammers it home. Pass was intercepted by Harris. Harris to a trailing Baycott. He throws it down with two hands. Back to a 2-point Tar Heel lead. Double team comes against Brooks. Passes out of it to Baycott, including all four of Duke's second half points. Carolina's lead is 47-43. Love attacks the cup and lays it in. Stewart in the center jump circle, guarded by Walton. He's trying to bounce it to Roach, who wasn't looking. Brooks with the steal. Ahead to Love, the alley-oop to Baycott. What a dish and what a finish. Baycott with 10, 6 this half, and his lead 6. Brooks down low to Baycott, fouled by Williams, and he gets the roll. They'll have a chance for three. Anthony Harris will bring it the other way, now eases up to RJ Davis. Bounces in the post to Kessler. Kessler hook shot, no, sharp! How did he do that? After the challenge of Brooks, I thought it was going to roll off, but no. Meanwhile, Walton, a transition three from the left wing in this second half. Love, a tough shot, drove left of the lane to Brooks. Walton now down low to Baycott. Extra pass left sideline to Black. Out to Love for three. Yes! Caleb, the triple. Gets it inbounds to Roach. Roach a guarded three. No. Love with the rebound, and Carolina goes crazy in Cameron, baby. 91-87 the final.
I think the rebounds were big for us in the second half, second chance points, and we made shots. I mean, guys, 10 for 15 from three-point line, something we'd like to do every night.
We can make that happen, definitely.
This looks great.
We'll bring it and have
Getting through the morning meeting in one piece?
Thanks.
Feels good. Then realizing it's payday. That definitely feels good. All while keeping the kids busy and the clients happy? You're unstoppable. With a Wells Fargo checking account, you can bank without missing a beat.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Because of this, we built Ford Super Duty to be our most capable heavy-duty pickup. Because of this, we gave the all-new 2021 F-150 an available 12-inch touchscreen. Because of this, we built Ranger with a terrain management system. And because Ford trucks are built for this, you made Ford America's best-selling brand. Don't miss the chance to get a 2020 F-150 with up to $10,531 in total savings at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Today tastes like staying in, like our go-to place. Tastes like anticipating, and a little bit like waiting.
Food's here.
Today tastes like a piece of the action, and it never tasted this good.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison and Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison and Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919 all fours.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
Welcome back to the show. Thanks so much for being here. And, you know, Roy Williams has had a bunch of terrific players during his nearly 20 years now as the head coach of Carolina basketball. But, man, right up there at the top as far as the ones that fans really have enjoyed, gotta have Marcus Paige. The Tar Heel point guard had such a terrific career for Carolina. Marcus is actually playing over in Europe now. Adam Lucas and I had a chance to talk to him about playing overseas, about his time at Carolina, and more. As always, I know you'll enjoy this with Marcus Paige.
One of the all-time Roy Williams team members, Marcus Paige, here with us. Marcus, tell us where in the world you are. We're talking to you after a big victory, and catch us up on how things have been going.
Yeah, so I'm in Belgrade, Serbia. This is my 3rd season with Partizan. Played a couple years in the G League, and now, this is my 3rd year. And, we just won a big Europe game. We played 2 competitions, one regionally and then one all across Europe. We're actually in the same group as Luke May, so I got to see him a little bit ago. But we won a big game and just been living the dream, getting to see the world. And playing basketball at a high level, so I'm definitely enjoying everything.
Yeah, Marcus, I was going to ask you, what's it been like? I mean, is it what you thought it would be to be a professional basketball player and all the different places you've been?
Yeah, I mean, when I played at Carolina, we went to the Bahamas, and we didn't ever take like a big trip to Europe or anything. So this was really my first experience, like, out in the world, outside of the States. So I've really enjoyed it. Now that it's my 3rd year in the same place, I've definitely gotten more comfortable here and gotten to see a bunch of cool cities and everything, and met a lot of cool people that I never would have been able to had I not decided to do this. It was a little interesting, like my first year, getting used to being so far away from home and everything, but I would recommend it to anybody who's really wants to play at a high level, and maybe on the fence or on the fringe of being an NBA player, because this experience has been great. I've ran into a bunch of guys, Dion, Marcus Ginyard, Justin Knox. Like, you can run through the line of everybody, and I've crossed paths with them and everything, so it's been fun.
Marcus Ginyard, as we know, Jones, the mayor of Limoges, France,
yeah.
according to him and his magazines. Marcus, one of the challenges people always tell us when they're overseas is figuring out how their time relates to Tar Heel time and watching the Tar Heels. What are some of the things you've had to do to keep up with the Heels?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times I just stay up. Like, I've missed the last few games of ACC play, but like earlier in this season, I caught basically every single game. I saw, the Texas game. I saw some of the bumps along the road, and I've seen that they started to play better recently. But even the last few seasons, I didn't necessarily play with any of these guys, but I still feel like I need to stay up and watch and follow along. And we got some group chats, like me, Luke, Kenny, Justin, Theo. Like, we got some different group chats where we talk about what's going on in the games and, you know, the different guys and players and everything. So even though I never played with any of them, like, I still catch myself up at 2, 3 a.m. watching a game and rooting for these guys, because for whatever reason, it's just, I feel like I have to, and I really enjoy watching the young guys play.
Somehow it was 5 years ago that Marcus Paige was a senior at Carolina. That's hard to believe. Marcus, now that you've had some time away, do you look at your time in Chapel Hill or at Carolina any differently, or does it mean something different to you now than maybe right when you got out?
I think, you know, as you play professional ball, you run into a lot of guys you knew in high school, or guys that you competed against at any sort of level. You start to realize even more so how different the Carolina connection is. You know, my year when I was on a two-way with Charlotte, anytime I ran into somebody who played at Carolina, whether they were, like, you know, older or someone that I was a teammate with, that connection is different, and people notice it, and people will tell you about it. They'll be like, "Man, you guys really, like, are about that family life." And it's like, yeah, like, we are. This is who we are. None of it is a facade or anything. And it's just funny to see people from other programs that are very prestigious be so impressed by that, because we, you know, when you're in school, you kind of take it a little bit for granted. You just assume, you know, it's the only experience you know, so you just assume maybe other schools are like that, and then you realize that not everybody got the Carolina family experience that you got, and people really wish that they had. And I know I feel that way every time I run into another player. Like I said, I saw Luke a few weeks ago. Luke came to Belgrade. He had a tough game. I went and saw him after went to his hotel after the game. We stayed up and talked till, you know, 3, 4 a.m. just catching up on everything. And he's had a couple great games since, but like just seeing each other and getting to catch up and everything really made both of our weeks. So just little stuff like that makes me more appreciative of it. As you get older, you get a little bit better perspective on your time in school. And I think now that I'm old, man, like you said, 5 years removed, I can see these young guys and, you know, try to remember back to how crazy my mind was going in all these different directions in school, and just watching them develop and knowing that, you know, knowing they're going to be all right in the end because of the guys that they get to be around every day. Our staff is so great about developing people into good men.
Today tastes like staying in, like our go-to place. Tastes like anticipating, and a little bit like waiting. Today tastes like a piece of the action, and it never tasted this good.
We can make that happen, definitely.
This looks great.
We'll bring it and have
Getting through the morning meeting in one piece?
Thanks.
Feels good. Then realizing it's payday. That definitely feels good. All while keeping the kids busy and the clients happy? You're unstoppable. With a Wells Fargo checking account, you can bank without missing a beat.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison and Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison and Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919 all fours.
Because of this, we built Ford Super Duty to be our most capable heavy-duty pickup. Because of this, we gave the all-new 2021 F-150 an available 12-inch touchscreen. Because of this, we built Ranger with a terrain management system. And because Ford trucks are built for this, you made Ford America's best-selling brand. Don't miss the chance to get a 2020 F-150 with up to $10,531 in total savings at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
Into February now, and there is a lot going on around Carolina athletics. Adam Lucas joined me here on set to talk about some of all of it, including Carolina football schedule and season tickets out now. Let's have Adam join me as we roll through the Carolina Insider. Adam, let's start with Carolina football. And earlier this week, season tickets went on sale for the upcoming 2021 season. A lot of excitement for Carolina football, of course, on the way. And in fact, have a fun little video here just to get your blood pumping a little bit.
It's intercepted. Tony Grimes. All alone, end zone touchdown. Josh Downs. Tamon Fox rips him down.
We're so excited about the direction of this program. But what we're most excited about is the potential of having 50,500 of our closest friends screaming and cheering in Kenan Stadium this fall. We're going to have a lot of fun, so we want you to renew or buy your new season tickets today.
So 2021 football, Adam, it feels really close. We still got to grind through this offseason, but obviously a lot of excitement coming up for Carolina football. And you heard Coach Brown, a key word there was potential. We hope to have a bunch of people in Kenan Stadium coming up in the fall.
My blood is pumping incredibly hard.
Nice.
Well, when you see all those people in the stands and you remember all the players Carolina has coming back, it really is difficult to not get excited about what should be one of the most fun Carolina football seasons in certainly our recent memory. Looking forward to a big time.
Some medicine for that, actually, if you need some help with it. Also, a game that Carolina is playing next year, not in Kenan Stadium, is against Georgia Tech down in Atlanta. And Adam, big news this week as that game is being moved off of Georgia Tech's campus into the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the giant dome down there in Atlanta. And you and I talked about this on the latest version of the audio podcast. There are a ton of Tar Heels in the Atlanta area, and now an opportunity for them to come see Carolina play.
This is hashtag power of the pod at its best. We sort of mentioned this idea. Next thing you know, a couple days later, it happens. Feels like it helps Carolina to get the game off campus, away from Georgia Tech. That's a relatively tough place to play. And as Jones said, seats 71,000. You would think you could probably find 20,000 Tar Heel fans, at least in the Atlanta area. So that could be kind of a pseudo road game at an important point in the schedule for the Tar Heels.
One piece of coaching news for Carolina football this past week as well. Robert Gillespie, Carolina's running backs coach, took another job at the college level. And so Adam, Tar Heels needed to fill the position, and they did so with a terrific hire and a face and a name that Tar Heel fans will probably remember in Larry Porter. Coach Porter was here in Chapel Hill from 2014 to 16, and you can see the resume there. He is a terrific recruiter and a terrific coach.
And I think it helps that you're not making some jarring change here. You've got a coach who's familiar with the place. He knows how to recruit to Carolina. He's familiar with Mack Brown. All these things make him a good fit on a staff that already had a lot of good fits. I don't think at this point in time you want to bring in a completely fresh new face. Larry Porter will be able to hit the ground running.
All right, let's transition now to National Girls and Women in Sports Day. That was earlier this week. And Adam, female athletics, women's athletics, I mean, you see the numbers there. Just incredible success for Carolina, really across the board, but especially when you're talking about women's athletics.
Carolina is one of the dominant places in the nation for women's athletics, and partially due to the contributions of the Rams Club, which, as we know, enables all those opportunities to happen. And they, of course, have their Forever Tar Heels initiative going on. This entire week, they've got some Forever Tar Heels events going on, a virtual retreat, so you can go to ramsclub.com and get more information about that. Of course, we're certain you're already a Rams Club member, but if you're not, worth checking out and trying to sign up.
We can make that happen, definitely.
This looks great.
We'll bring it and have
Getting through the morning meeting in one piece
thanks.
feels good. Then realizing it's payday. That definitely feels good. All while keeping the kids busy and the clients happy? You're unstoppable. With a Wells Fargo checking account, you can bank without missing a beat.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Because of this, we built Ford Super Duty to be our most capable heavy-duty pickup. Because of this, we gave the all-new 2021 F-150 an available 12-inch touchscreen. Because of this, we built Ranger with a terrain management system. And because Ford trucks are built for this, you made Ford America's best-selling brand. Don't miss the chance to get a 2020 F-150 with up to $10,531 in total savings at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Today tastes like staying in, like our go-to place. Tastes like anticipating, and a little bit like waiting. Food's here. Today tastes like a piece of the action, and it never tasted this good.
Your life is more flexible and efficient than ever, and your energy is too. See how North Carolina's electric cooperatives are building a brighter future for the rural communities we serve at ncelectriccooperatives.com/brighter.
Does your team mean the world to you? Then we're just alike. My team here at Hardison and Cochran means the world to me. And just like you, I have nothing but confidence in my team when it's on the line. If you've been injured at work and facing a blitz from the insurance company, I welcome you to call on me and my team. We have 3 workers' compensation experts ready to put in the game to protect you and your family.
Hardison and Cochran, attorneys at law, here for you. 919 all fours.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo.
As always, here on the final segment of the show, Adam Lucas will join me. We'll go through some fun social media topics around the world of Carolina athletics. All right, let's change gears from basketball to football, and we'll start in the Senior Bowl. And really one of the breakout players in the Senior Bowl was Tar Heel running back Michael Carter. Finished with 10 touches, 75 yards, and a touchdown. Let's take a look at the touchdown in which Michael got a little help from his teammates.
3rd and 3 now. Carter up the middle. Michael Carter with room to run and power as well to finish.
Still going.
Look at him go.
He's still going. Get that Carolina helmet in the end zone.
Yeah, get that Carolina helmet in the end zone. I'm not sure Michael's feet were actually on the ground there for the last 2 yards or so, but whatever, it counts.
That looked like they were like carrying me into the end zone. Like, Adam, hold the ball, we'll propel you into the end zone. But Michael Carter had a great game. Seemed like he helped himself during Senior Bowl week and has been one of the most talked about running backs coming out of that event.
Absolutely. On almost every list, every analyst who saw the practices and then the game, as far as guys who stood out, Michael Carter was on every one of them. So terrific news for him. We know we've had him on the podcast before, just a terrific person. Wish nothing but the best for him, and it looks like he has positioned himself well for the next step, which is exciting to see. Speaking of the next step, how is TJ Yates now old enough to be a coach in the NFL? I don't even know how that happened, but Adam, there we go. TJ Yates joining Arthur Smith's staff in Atlanta as the passing game coach. Excited to see TJ have some success at the coaching level. And check out this tweet, pretty neat here. So that means TJ Yates could have beaten Matt Ryan, backed him up as a member of the Falcons, coached him now, and then potentially coach whoever comes after Matt Ryan at that position. But great to see now a couple of Tar Heels involved with the Falcons, with Arthur Smith at head coach and TJ Yates being a part of the staff.
Falcons going to be easy to root for. TJ Yates, if Arthur Smith needs someone to find out the very limit of the rules to which he can exploit them to help his team win at the very end of a game, just talk to TJ Yates. He's got some experience in that field. It was legal at the time. That's all that matters.
So TJ Yates still is Carolina's all-time passing leader when it comes to yards, but Sam Howell is closing in with a fury. He needs just 2,100 more yards through the air to pass TJ, but at least for one more offseason, TJ Yates' name still at the top of that list for the Tar Heels. All right, Adam, I'm going to let you explain this last one because you found this one out there involving somebody that we talk about a lot here on the video pod, and that is Michael Jordan. And Adam, take us through this. It's two things that I know you know a lot about, Michael Jordan and golf.
Yeah, this is right in my wheelhouse. So basically, Michael Jordan was a member of Jack Nicklaus's golf club in Florida, and he got tired of the slow play. I also cannot abide that. So he basically just went out, bought some land, and made his own golf club, the Grove 23, which has become this unbelievable golf club that has fewer than 100 total members. When you're out on the course, the food and beverage is delivered to you by drone, which is exactly the way Jones likes it done over at UNC Findlay. It's in Hobie Sound, Florida, opened in 2019. That's the clubhouse that you see there, and at some part in the clubhouse there's that elephant print that's on the Michael Jordan's airplane and also on one of the early Jordan shoes. It's got a Black Panther statue outside of it. It's just your typical golf club.
Yeah, maybe we'll get invited down to Hobie Sound, Florida. MJ.
So you haven't been? How do you think I knew all that stuff?
How do you think we got these photos anyway? Boy, it's a quick turnaround for Carolina basketball. Can't feel too good about that win over Duke for very long because Miami comes to the Smith Center Monday night at 7 o'clock. The Hurricanes coming off a good week. They beat Duke on Monday night and then, man, almost beat Virginia Tech. Probably should have on Saturday afternoon, but the Hokies hit a buzzer beater to send it to overtime and then eventually won the game in the extra period. So Miami playing well. They'll be here in Chapel Hill Monday night. We'll talk about that and more next week on the Carolina Insider.
Carolina Insider is presented by Wells Fargo, official sponsor of Carolina Athletics, and brought to you by Coca-Cola. When you're stocking up for game day, be sure to grab a Coke with a friend. Together, taste better. Carolina Insider is produced by Go Heels Productions for Tar Heel Sports Properties, a property of Learfield IMG College.